Listen to me.
What?
I, Vigo, the scourge of Carpathia, the sorrow of Moldavia, command you.
Oh, command me, Lord.
Stanley, if you came home and found another man making love to me, what would you do to him?
Nothing.
Nothing? Why not?
Well, I figured a guy suffered enough.
Guys, as always, let's dive into these Reddit comments, shall we? Do not criticize the almighty Peter. While he is struggling from what? Getting off of his ass and acting like an adult? Please, Peter? Really? Peter says, this is unacceptable. I am therefore assuming that all he has said about others under the guise of drama commentary were having no issues in their lives. Can anyone think of anyone that Peter has not been kind to? Ooh, is this true? A is going away for a girls' trip without Peter? Could this be the beginning of the end? I can't even imagine what it's like having to live with someone as unmotivated and lazy as Peter. Someone who does nothing all day and then complains that he needs to relax. Alex works a full-time job and Peter can't take care of the littlest thing at home, not even calling a repair person to come to the house. He's useless. Alex must be sick of listening to him. No wonder he's never home. Now, why would anyone private message him to relax? And by the way, he does nothing but relax. Who the heck is he kidding? And also, relax from what? Relax from relaxing? He sounds absolutely ridiculous. Speaking of the vlog yesterday, Alex stuck his head out the door and said, "I'm going out," then abruptly shut the door. Peter yelled, "Where to?" And Alex didn't bother to answer, texted him he was going to buy soda, then flipped him off on the way down the driveway, as reported by a nervously giggling Peter. I may need to get my hearing checked, but never once in that entire exchange did I hear the word babe. Some egotistical people love to elicit strong emotions in others. Keeping the tension high and confusion at a constant is fuel for them. They often provoke others into acting out their negative emotions. Then, they sit back and shift the blame onto others by absolving themselves from any responsibility or negative consequences. The red flag with Peter is the near constant emotional reactivity between him and his audience. When I see that happening, I know there is something sinister at work. His audience had been listening to the heartbreaking, minute details involving his distorted dying dog stories. Without any explanation as to what happened to his dog, he moved on and shamed anyone who cared to know about Boo as weird. He implied it was an intrusion to ask him what happened to Boo. Then he jumped to the polarizing election, encouraging the sharing of any sort of personal feelings when feelings were at an all-time high. He shamed his audience for not behaving in the way he dictated. It's about power and control, albeit a false sense of power over some unthinking people. The rest of us recognize the rage baits and the false sense of superiority he gets from admonishing people. If Peter reads here, it's a challenge to his control as well. He will always have to have the last word. Edit. The people who stay in his orbit and put up with his BS have lost their minds. In reality, he has colonized their brains, and they no longer think for themselves. Any time a marriage starts to resemble a roommate situation where people are like two ships passing in the night, then there's something wrong. Peter dislikes any commentary on his marriage, but sharing his relationship on the internet opens the door for this to happen. He talks about going to marriage counseling for years, which is highly unusual. I only knew a few people who went to counseling for years and years. They were mental health professionals interested in psychoanalytic therapy and practice. Ongoing therapy can sometimes lead to dependency on the therapist. What is prompting the need for continued marriage counseling? What are the goals for this seemingly never-ending counseling? I don't understand. Peter, stop lying. You do not get hundreds of emails. Totally agree. Absolutely nobody is emailing him anything. Who does he think he's fooling? And he is totally horrid and harsh when he criticizes others, which is all the time. If you can't handle it, stay off YouTube and go play with your 1000th haul of candles. Yeah, I'm sorry he lost his dog, but he is awful to everyone he screams and rants about. I'm sure he's made countless people suffer. He loves to say, "This is my job." That's BS. He has a YouTube channel and can talk about anything he wants. His fans would listen to him read a phone book. He chooses what he puts out. If he is okay with talking trash about people, he should expect it to come right back to him. He just lost another 1,000 subscribers, according to Social Blade, and his views are way down. No comments will go through that don't agree with him. I've tried so many times. They never even show up. I can see them from my side, but never on his. So he is either sitting on standby or he's blocked a million words. I don't believe that because complimentary comments contain the same words. I've even tried making the comments super nice and just questioning where he got his information, etc., and those didn't even go through. He is absolutely ridiculous. Amazing how he can't handle the slightest criticism, yet has no issue tearing someone to shreds over nothing. Big baby, at his big age, whining and crying, "Woe is me. Go buy another haul of useless junk from Amazon." Or better yet, use all that free time you have, and for once, maybe try to do some good in this world. Burnout means your husband doesn't want to spend time with you and be intimate in any way, shape, or form with you. Then yeah, you have lots of burnout, Peter, trying to go on a vacation because you're burnt out. Nope. It's because that's the only time your significant other makes time for you. And he says, "Let's save the money for the house remodel." Meanwhile, he's planning a trip with his wing women. Sorry, side pieces. Oh, whoops, I mean girlfriends. He's basically saying, "I don't want to go with you to anywhere." Then Peter's like, "If we don't do an anniversary trip, I'm getting a dog," almost like to spite his husband. No, Peter. Dogs are loyal animals that love their owners unconditionally. They are not tools for your marriage games. Just stop your stupid shit, Peter. You spend your time alone already. Just tell your husband to leave, because if my significant other was telling me one thing and doing another, I'd say, "Bye-bye, I like being by myself." In tonight's vlog, he kept going on about how good his marriage is. He must have mentioned it 4 or 5 times. I've always been told that them that have to keep telling people how good their marriage is generally isn't the case. He always says how great his marriage is. The babe comments are laughable. He thinks we're all stupid. He is the one putting it all out there, every detail. Stop talking about it, and you won't get comments about it. And his retail therapy seems to be spiraling out of control. Every other thumbnail is bragging about yet another huge fun haul. Beyond ridiculous. Yeah, exactly. Most of the smoochy couples posting on FB or IG how great their marriages are, with so many pics, usually blow up in divorce. Then you never hear anything again, LOL.
Oh, hey, 1961. Hey, what's this, Stanley?
What?
This.
Oh, a miniature golf cart. Boy, I really used to score pretty good in those days.
Well, times change.
Maybe I need a better course to play on.
Stanley, wouldn't you like to splurge on something a little special tonight?
Maybe you're right. Make mine a scotch.
Don't you ever think about me?
Yeah, but I came here to forget my trouble.